everyone, welcome back. Today I have a slightly different video for you. I have not used a single stamp and I'll be showing you how to sketch these floral images from scratch. And the supplies that I'll be using are watercolors by Yasuto. These come in porcelain containers and they are artist quality, very transparent watercolors. The paper is 140 pound Strathmore and it's a watercolor paper. I have also gone ahead and masked the edges just to give myself a border when I'm done with the painting. It'll leave me with a nice clean border, and that kind of covers the basics. And I'm just trying to achieve a very loose impressionistic kind of a floral image here. I'm not aiming for realism, and nor am I trying to portray any particular flower, any one particular flower. It's just a quick way of composing yourself a floral painting, and that's what I'm trying to achieve today. So sit back, relax, and watch me paint then. So if you observe carefully, all I did was give myself a couple of strokes. That's just putting the pigment down, and there is no particular way to do it. It's just random strokes. If it could be just 2, 3, 4 or 5, as many as you want, as many petals as you would want. But just don't make yourself any rules, just go with the flow, and you can always add a little later on too. So just start with a stroke or two and then go back with the damp brush, no pigment at all, just water in your brush, and just go around the outside of those strokes. So if you just did a stroke with the dark color pigment, so you just take the outside of the strokes and pull it down, in the sense you're trying to fade the color out, and that gives you the look of a petal. At the same time, it gives the flower a very diffused look, a very soft diffused look. So that's what you saw me doing with all the flowers that I sketched just now. And as I go, I try to build it up. I don't try to, since it's not a predetermined composition in my head, I'm just going with the flow and trying to fill the page. So as I went with it, I realized, okay, maybe just 1, and then I felt maybe 3 would be a good thing, and then I just kept adding to it. And as I went, I did try to balance it out with the greens, just to give me an idea of how I wanted to place the flowers in itself. So I drew a couple of flowers, then added some greens, and then went back and added some more flowers. So that way I know that I would have a pleasing composition by the end of the painting. So there you see me go back and add another flower there. So that's just what I mentioned, just add a couple of strokes, go back with the wet brush and pull it down, and that gives you that soft diffused look. So the minute you add a stroke, if you do not want that stroke to stand out, then go back with the wet brush and diffuse it, or go over it with the wet brush, and then it gets diffused. So that is how you achieve soft and hard edges, as it is called in the watercolor world. So you have some which are really sharp and then some which are blurred out, and so that's how I continued. I kept adding more flowers and some more green, and for the shadow areas I went with a little bit of purple, and that once again was mixed using the same blues and the pinks that were already on my palette. So the best way to achieve a pleasing composition in terms of the colors used would be to repeat your colors. So if you already have pink, greens and blues, try to keep consistency and go back with the same colors. Make your shadow colors also by mixing the same colors. Mix your neutrals also by mixing the same colors that are already there on your palette. So you won't be having too many colors contrasting with each other, so that way you know the end result is going to be pleasing to the eye, and that's exactly what you see me doing today. So I'm nearing the near completion of this painting, and I'm just adding a couple of shadows there. And you can see how I just started with just one flower, went to three, and ended up with a whole bunch of flowers there. And that's because I was trying to aim for a pleasing composition, as I mentioned earlier. And so you can keep adding, and you can't subtract though, you can keep adding. And I just tried to pull it in so that the eye has a way to travel towards the edge of the painting. So I tried to pull it from the right to the left so that there is no abrupt stopping of the flower. And you can see that I highlighted a little bit, and I added a little faint little indication of pink towards the edge of the painting, and that's just to draw the eye. So that is what I feel makes a good pleasing composition. So here I've gone ahead and completed the painting and removed the masking around it, and you can see that it gives a beautiful clean border around it and makes it really look more prettier than it is, and it's easier to frame too. So I hope you liked my painting for you today. Do let me know, leave me a comment below, and if you have not liked or subscribed as yet, do subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you soon.